Hi, welcome to TTKSS. In the current video session, we are going to discuss about the Azure Boards. So now we talk about what is Azure Boards. Azure Board is a standalone service in Azure DevOps, which helps to plan, track, and discuss the work items entire project lifecycle. So everyone in the team can use these boards to track or plan the work items. So these Azure boards are flexible, customizable platform for the team to managing their work items like user stories, bugs, tasks and issues. So you can able to track these user stories, bugs, issues or tasks the entire project lifecycle. So now we talk about the different items available under the Azure boards. So now we talk about the work items. So work item is used to create the work items and access the list of work items based on the specific criteria, like those work items assigned to you or those work items you are following or those work items you have been updated recently. So you can see this drop down menu. There is a lot of options is available like a bug, epic, feature, task, test case, etc. Now for the demo, I'm going to create a epic. Create a epic. Enter the name is shopping cart. For example, I'm giving this name, and here it is contains the many fields like assigned and description, acceptance criteria, start date, target date, and here also you can able to add the discussion for the work items. So you can mention that work items and you can ask the person the status. So all those things you can maintain at the Azure boards itself. So I'm not going to enter all those details for this demo. Just click on the save. So when we click on the save, there is a work item has been created under the category of epic. So you can see this work item. Now I'm going to create one more epic and give the title name is purchase and leave same settings as it is and click on the save. So go back to the work items and you can see that two work items is available being created. So this is about the work item. So you can create n number of like you can create the features. So you can add this as a feature one, name it as feature one and save and go back to the work items. So you can see the feature and you can able to create the task and name it as, for example, task one and save. Remember that all those tasks or epics or features whatever we are created, it is taking under the sprint one. So go back to this and you can see that different tasks, features and the epics has been created. And the second option is boards. So under the boards, you can able to see the epics, you can able to see the features and you can able to see the backlogs. So we did not create any backlogs, so we'll not have any. So now we can able to see that these items is available under the epics. So main advantage of these boards is you no need to go inside of the application to update the status of this card. You just select this particular card and drag and drop to the particular status, so the state will be changed automatically. So you can able to do these cards drag and drop to the different status. And one more advantage here is you can able to create the features. For example, I want to add the feature. For example, this I will call as a feature 3. And here under this I can able to add this new, go to the features, and feature 3 I can able to add the new tasks. So you can able to add the bug, you can able to add the test, or you can go inside that. See here, there is one more option is add link. So here you will get the two options: add the existing item, add the new item. For example, I select the item type is task, and I will create this as a task 2. Okay. So under feature under feature 3, there is one child being added. What is that? It is task 2, and the feature 3 is a child for purchase, the epic. So go back to the epics, and you can see that how many features being tied to this. So there is a feature 3 is contained. Now I am going to shopping cart and add the existing item. You can see that it will list out all the existing item available under the backlogs. So you can choose the, for example, feature 1, I'm going to add the child for shopping cart, this epic. So this is child and get saved. So like the way you can able to add the new features or new tasks or bugs or tests you can able to add. So the difference between the work items and boards is, in the work items it is displaying all the items as list. Here in the boards it is showing as a cards, and those cards state you can able to update, just drag and drop. That's it. And one more features available under this boards is, for example, assume that I want to give this as a critical. So I'll give that as a critical and save. Why this color is changed? Because of here in the styles I have been created, might be I have created in the previous demo. I'll remove this and do from that. So I will treat this as a critical. I was given a tag as critical. So all the critical items I want to display as a red card. So how I can do that is styles, add a styling color, and name this rule is, for sake of understanding, I will give name as a critical, and the color will be red, and the clause. So rule criteria, and what criteria you need to show this color. Might be I'm choosing this is tags, and the value is critical. When the tag value is critical, I want to show this as red color. And this purchase I will treat it as tag is medium, save and close. So now you can able to see, I want to see this as a orange color. So what you can do is styles, add new style, give the namesake like a medium, and give orange, and add the new clause is tags, and the value equal to medium. That's it. And here I can see that the tags color I can able to apply as well. For example, might be think that I don't want to use these styles, just uncheck those and save. It will be normal. I want to filter my cards using the tag colors. So how I can get, for example, critical, I want to show the red color. So how you can show is tag color and add critical and show this as a red color. So tag color is changed automatically. Now I want to change this medium as orange. So go to the tag color and add the new tag and select the tag and the and save. So it will change automatically the tag color. So the main advantages using the boards is you can able to create the work items, and you can easily drag and drop those work items to update their status, as well as you can able to categorize the work items by using the tag colors. You can apply various conditions also. For this scenario, I have chosen the tag color. And the next option is backlogs. So these backlogs will be used to view, plan, order, and organize the work items, including the product backlog to represent your project plan, and portfolio backlog to group work under the features and the epics. So now you might be noticed that when I switch to the backlog, you can able to see the all the work items in a hierarchy manner, meaning this is the parent and this is child and this is the child for this feature, so you can see. But when you go to the work items, you may not find which is having a child, which is the parent for that child. You cannot able to understand. But when you go to the backlogs, you can the all the items is showing in a hierarchy manner. So the main purpose of backlogs is the backlog will show the tasks are pending which are not assigned to anyone. So we can attach those tasks to the sprint. So you can attach those tasks to the sprint for the planning efforts. And next we talk about, so for example, you can able to add, for example, you if you have any new work items, you can able to create those work items. For example, I want to create the feature, and here itself you can able to create the feature 4. That's it. Under this feature you can able to add the new task. Go to the new task and give as task 4. So whatever you are doing under boards and work items, you can able to do the under backlogs, as well as you can able to do planning the iteration as well. You can see here there is three tasks being added under the sprint. For example, if you go to the feature 4 and change this as sprint 1 to sprint 2 and save. So the task 4 has been moved to the sprint. So you can able to plan the efforts, meaning you have lot of features for that particular product or the project. So how many sprints you want to deliver these work items or features available under that product, you can able to plan the efforts here. So we can use these backlogs to drag the number of works to be delivered under that particular sprint. You can able to plan here. And next very important thing is sprints. Under these sprints you can able to see the task board and capacity. So this capacity will give you the resource capacity planning. So for example, I don't have any users here. If you have lot of team members here, like 7 members, 8 members, you can add for development 8 hours. So this DTKSS is spending 8 hours for development. And you add some more users like Michael or someone, you added that user and he's for development 8 hours. And like the way you can add the number of users and you can plan the resource capacity. And here you can put the day off also. For example, if particular uh, period, if they are not going to work or they are taking leave, you can put that day off. So if you put that day off, then it will not show because there is no capacity to plan. So I will just take out this and click OK. Now you can able to see that what is the work activity and number of hours is been available. So what I can able to do here is I have saved here. So this particular developer can spend 8 hours per a day for the development. So go back to the tasks. Under the task 1, what I can able to do is, might be it will take 20 hours to finish this. See, automatically team capacity, how many hours is left? Still 20 hours is left to work on it. So this particular user D2K SS can spend 40 hours per week, 5 days working. So you already assign one task to him 20 hours. So rest is 20 hours is there. Then go back to here. You can add the time remaining might be 15 hours and save. So he has left only 5 hours. So now here you can able to add the new items like a task 4, and this particular item you can spend 5 hours. That's it. You finish. Suppose if you add one more item and name it as task 5 and go back to that, you put 10 hours. So it is already crossed what he has the capacity, what works we have been assigned, it been crossed already. So like the way we can able to plan the capacity for the team and how many items we can deliver with that sprint, we can able to do using the sprint. So when you add, what you have to do like this, if there is a multiple task being to be delivered with this sprint, what you have to do is you need to increase the capacity. You need to add the new developers here to get the work to be done with this sprint. Like the way you have to do. And next, queries. Under queries, you can able to create new query. And here you can able to maintain a state equal to, you can choose any state like in progress and save the query and name it as in progress work list. That's it. So it will be available to you and you can see the result. So there is no items available here in progress. So now go back to the work item and change this particular task 5 to state to in progress and save. Go back to the queries and in progress. You can see this work item is in progress. So why? Because of our condition is I want to see only in progress tasks. So I put the state equal to in progress. So where that state is matched, all those items will be listed here. So go back to the work items and change this feature for state to in progress and go back to the queries and select your query. See, feature 4 also been listed. Why? Because of state is changed to in progress. So that's all about the Azure boards. Thank you.